do this. Hello ladies, and welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie Goncalves, a registered counselor, and in today's video we'll be talking about the female cycle and the correlation with mental health. Let's just take a moment to appreciate how absolutely perfect and brilliant our body is, and to thank our God, the Creator, for have done such an amazing job with us. Like clockwork, our hormones dance a little tango, rising, falling, sending messages to our brain, mood, energy, and motivation. And guess what? When we understand that rhythm, we stop fighting against it and start flowing with it. In today's video, we'll be talking about what's really happening in our brain and mood and each phase of our cycle and what's happening in the mental vibe of it. I have my notes with me, as always, because I have so many important things to say to you and I can't forget them. So bear with me, because I'll always have to refer back to it. All right, so let's learn what happens. What's the mental health vibe in the first stage of the menstruation cycle, aka the bleed? In the first stage, all our hormones, progesterone, progesterone, testosterone, and estrogen are low, which means we don't have as much energy. We feel tired, we feel that we need more rest, we feel a little bit softer and slower, and even a little weepy sometimes. Your body is literally asking you to take a break, to reset. This is what I call this stage, the reset. And that means you gotta step back, reset, reflect, restore, and let go. What's the mental health vibe? Think of it like an inner winter, peaceful and a bit melancholic. Your intuition is very strong. And that's true also in science. It's not just a thing. Intuition in women, which means gut feelings, they're active and physical. It's not just an idea. Go and rest. This is what you need during this winter phase. All your hormones are low. Less stress, more comfort, more protein. Very important. Warmth, naps if you can, and a lot of grace, because you're literally shedding from the inside, emotionally and physically. So let yourself exhale and reset. The second stage of the menstruation cycle is the follicular phase. What's the mental health vibe of it? Let's have a look. It's the comeback. Oh, the estrogen levels are rising right after your bleed ends, which means your energy levels will be rising as well. And estrogen is that girl. Your mood lifts, motivation returns, you suddenly remember you actually are a good and healthy person. It's amazing. You start feeling more confident, creative, and full of fresh ideas. What is the mental health vibe of it? Yes, this is your inner spring. Chase your goals. Wake up those dreams of yours. Challenge yourself. Start a new project. Say yes to life again. The next stage we're going to talk about, the third stage of the menstruation cycle, is the ovulation. Ooh la la. Ovulation is when you glow. Yes, it's your main character era. Estrogen, FSH, LH, and testosterone, they all peak, and so does your sparkle. Ooh. You feel radiant, magnetic, confident, social, and a little bit flirty too. Hello, hubby. You are, at this point, biologically wired to connect, to communicate, to create, and it shows. You are strong and assertive. Awesome. This is awesome for business meetings. The mental health vibe here is the inner summer. You're glowing from the inside out, emotionally generous, and ready to conquer the world. What helps? Say yes to social plans, job interviews, very important. You're going to be so confident. Date nights and bold decisions. Just don't overcome it, because although this energy is amazing and it feels like woof forever. It's not. It's not permanent, and you're going to feel down in a few days. All right? Bear that in mind. The next stage, the fourth and final stage of the menstruation cycle, is the luteal phase. What is the mental health vibe of it? I'll tell you. This is the slowdown, maybe a little bit of a roller coaster, let's put it that way. Okay, deep breath. Progesterone here steps in, and she is very fussy and warm and snuggly, and she calms us down and she brings us to a slower pace. However, she's a bit moody, that girl. We cannot tempt her. You know what I mean? She's like a toddler in a tiara. She's precious and short. So what we want here is to take a notch down, to do less things, to have less commitments, to have more carbohydrates. That's important. This is our body craving for more energy because progesterone is calming us down and the body is asking for energy and she doesn't give us energy. So that's why we need so much more sugar. We perceive that as need of sugar, but it's really need of carbohydrates. So choose well what you're going to eat at this period. Okay, so what really helps here is comfort food, slowing down, good carbohydrates, slower mornings, and kindness towards yourself. And more rest, more sleep if you can. You're not lazy, you're not weak. You are a God-made female human, okay? And God made you just like that. Okay, in the end, why should I understand the menstruation cycle? Why women would have to understand that? I'll tell you. This is the big picture. Understanding this rhythm is not about excusing ourselves into being moody and not reliable. No, it's not that. It's about honoring our biology, the way we were made. God designed us this way. So when you realize your energy, motivation, and emotions are naturally ebb and flow, you stop labeling yourself as too much or not enough. Okay? You start planning your life with your cycle, not against of it. Book that party for when you're glowing, your ovulation. Rest without guilt when you know the progesterone, that girl, is asking you to. Your luteal phase. Start planning your workouts, your diets, your commitments all around your menstruation cycle. And I guarantee the level of frustration, the level of stress, the level of fights with your husband or unpleasant situations in your life, it's going to get down so much. Cycling is not a curse. It's a God-given superpower. Come on, appreciate that. Learn about it and flow with it, because we cannot fight against our own physiology. That's just not helpful at all. And it brings you to a state of mind you don't want to be. So it's a built-in rhythm of renewal, power, and wisdom. The more we learn to listen, the more we lead from our truth, and the more we are going to thrive. I hope this video was as helpful to you as it has been helpful to me, because I did not know all of that. I did not know how our hormones were so important, and their impact on our lives, needs, behavior, motivation. It's just outstanding. So I hope you now get to know yourself a little bit better, and you need to track your cycle. Track your cycle. This is just a must. Okay, this is all I have to say today. I hope that was really helpful to you as it was for me, and I hope to see you here next time for more Life Talk for Women. And can I just ask you a quick favor? I want this message to get to as many women as possible. What I'm doing here, it's very important for us in order to raise self-awareness around how it's like to be a woman. and to be set free from the narratives of the society, of our cultures, and of the trends that goes on and off. And as we don't know who we are, what we do is we follow everyone else's leads, but not our own. So please subscribe, like, share. This channel is all about women's mental health. See you next time. Ciao.